Well, obviously we take safety very seriously as a company. We set ourselves very high standards. In fact, I'm told that we are seen as an industry leader in this matter. So therefore it is a cause of great disappointment and regret to us when we fall short of our own high standards. And the MAIB report into the incident at Heysham, where a gangway collapsed due to movement of the vessel, is obviously a great disappointment to us. It doesn't tell us anything we didn't know, because our own investigation had revealed all of the issues that the MAIB focus on. But clearly we fell short in certain respects, and for that we are very sorry and greatly regret that we did so, and that we will be taking steps to ensure that our procedures are improved where they haven't been improved already, that our staff are reminded frequently that procedures are there to be followed, and not just we're doing it in the spirit of things. We've got to make sure we follow the procedures exactly to ensure that these sorts of things don't happen in the future. We can't eliminate risk completely, but we obviously have to take the best steps we can to ensure that those risks are managed and that our passengers can travel securely and arrive safely.
I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I mean, 8 people were involved, but I mean, in a sense, it could have been
an absolute tragedy, and I'm very grateful. Thank God it wasn't. We are very aware that it could have been a complete tragedy. But that doesn't mean to say we should view it less seriously because it wasn't.
I mean, what lessons have you learnt out of this?
Well, we've learned some very practical lessons immediately, that our procedures were not being applied, that there were risks involved in dealing with mechanical issues that were the legacy of an extensive refit in dry dock that hadn't been resolved by the time the vessel came out of dry dock, or at least they hadn't become apparent when the vessel came out of dry dock. They very quickly became apparent, and we believed that we could correct those and deal with those on the go, as it were. Now, that clearly is a matter that we have recognised that we shouldn't do that. Despite the weather conditions being perfect and not needing a second bow thruster, it obviously, the remedial work did interrupt normal procedures when the vessel was in service, and that's what really caused it to move and the gangway to thereafter collapse.
This can't happen again?
I don't think you can ever say these things will not happen again. I'm sure this particular incident won't happen again, but you take a risk every time you go out, and obviously travelling on the sea is a high-risk business. We do our very best to ensure those risks are minimised, but I don't think anybody can give any kind of guarantee that it will never happen again.
And then Port Heysham came in for some criticism. I mean, to a lot of people, it's not the prettiest and well-equipped port to land, is it?
Well, it's the port that we serve, and we have no control over the facilities at Heysham. We can make representations, and I've no doubt that Heysham Port will be taking very seriously the criticisms in this report of their facilities. We haven't used them since this accident, and we are waiting for them to rectify them and improve them so that we can revert to using them. Our passengers have been severely discomforted by the fact that we've had to bus them on and off the ferry, but there's been no alternative until such time as the gangway and the passenger access in particular has been restored in a safe way that gives us the confidence to use it again.
Are you putting pressure on them to sort this out?
We always put pressure on our partners, such as Heysham Port, to ensure that their facilities are fit for purpose.
Please like and subscribe to the Isle of Man TV channel. Thank you.